Dun, 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 dun. Hi everyone, welcome back and welcome to the Sister Beans podcast. We are your hosts,
I'm Mika.
and I'm Daniela. Guys, we got a bit of an issue. So let me explain the situation. But first, go grab a coffee because this is gonna be a long story, and we don't have anything planned for this episode. So we're just gonna
We're just gonna try wing it, and we'll see how it goes.
yes. I look like a hobo right now. So, if you can't love me how I look right now, you're never gonna love me. So, you're never gonna be happy. So, let's just, yeah. Anyways, so let me tell you guys a very long story about what happened. So, I was busy. I literally uploaded episode 2 of the Sister Beans podcast. And I'm switching accounts to go back to my YouTube account, right? Then, do you know what happens? It logs all the accounts out on YouTube, all of them, and then it's gone. Can't get back in, don't know the email, don't know the well, I could guess probably the password. I tried so many different ways to get us back into that account. So please go unfollow that Sister Beans podcast account. We are going to, this is the new one.
Volume 2.
Volume 2, I guess. Yeah, this is unfortunately just how it is. I've tried so many different things to try getting back into that account, and unfortunately couldn't happen. So
Yeah, we were busy the whole of, what was it? Friday? No, Monday though.
No,
It was Monday or... No, it was on
this,
Friday.
yeah.
It was Friday.
Yeah,
Gosh,
gosh.
it's only Tuesday today.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so we basically
It's
tried
only Tuesday.
the whole Friday to like try everything. Google searched many different ways and just could not figure it out.
Yeah.
And then we just came to the conclusion to just create a second account. So
Yeah, so this is why it's gonna be called Volume 2, I think. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. Now that you guys have the full explanation of why there's another account. So Mika and I are gonna rock, paper, scissors every time we do podcast, and then we're gonna whoever loses or wins.
whoever wins, then they can pick which side they want to sit on.
Yes, because Mika said one of us, we both have our good sides and our bad sides, but for me, the side's actually my good side. And what's your good side?
I think it's
So why don't we just sit
either
on...
this side or this side, but it changes.
You know what? It really doesn't matter, because, you know, good side, bad
This
side,
is-
who cares? It's your face, girl. You can't change it. Okay, let's rock, paper, scissors then. Oh my goodness, let's not mess on the bed. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, out of 3.
What? Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, 1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, 2.
No, I don't like this game.
Okay, last one. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, 3.
So which side are you sitting?
Okay, we're gonna swap.
I was gonna say she's gonna pick this side. That was all for nothing. Okay, we're gonna swap then. You sound like an old lady.
Mentally, I am an old lady.
Oh, this sounds way better. Anyways. Okay, so Mika, how was your week?
Guys, let me tell you all about it. So,
Don't look at our rat.
from from last week, I wrote business. Did I? Yes, I wrote business. Yes.
Silence.
And then this week, yesterday, I wrote mathematics, which was pretty easy because I take lit. And then today I wrote economics, which I was very stressed about because, let's be real, it's economics. It's hard. The theory is easy. It's the graphs that you gotta remember, and that's... I was showing her the graphs. What do you think of them?
That's so close to our face.
Well, like in an interview, Daniela.
Okay, they looked like graphs.
And could you understand them?
When you explained, yeah.
So, from a person who
I never had eco, guys, so that's just it.
yes, so from a person who doesn't understand, she'll just see a graph and be like, okay, cool. But if I explain it to you, then you're gonna be like, okay, interesting. Why are you learning that?
No, I'll just be like, why did you choose to torture yourself with that?
I didn't know it was
It's like
gonna be in
taking
the subject.
physics or pure maths. Why do you choose that life?
I know who takes physics and pure maths.
Like taking physics, pure maths, EGD. What's it? What? What is it EGD?
And IT.
And IT. Those why? Why would you do that all to yourself on one?
One of my friends takes all of those top three subjects.
The English is the barrier is gone.
Guys, I wrote an exam today, so the brain it's not there.
Not an excuse, but anyways. So, how do you feel now that exams are done?
That's how I feel.
Brain dead.
I feel relaxed now that I don't have to study and I can just watch movies and play games.
Okay. So my week was pretty interesting. I started something new that I don't want to really say too much about until I actually am 100% sure that I've got it. But I did Reformer Pilates this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday I did like a pretty basic class, and Sunday I did a athletic class. So if you've ever taken an athletic Reformer class, then you'd know it's crazy. It is crazy. Like there's a flippin' trampoline on Reformer Pilates. Like I don't know if you all know. Anyways, I was very stiff Friday. So Friday I did a strength workout, and like I said in the if you guys haven't seen the other episodes, I'll just add the account and then you guys can go watch them. It's only 2, but the pretty much what happened was I did a strength workout and I've been pushing myself to new limits, really pushing it. Then I was stiff Saturday. I didn't know what was gonna happen on Saturday and Sunday. Then I did Saturday's workout and I could barely walk Sunday morning. So that was great. Anyways, my week has been very I'd say stressful. Last week I was having like panic attacks. Friday night I was struggling a bit. I'm okay now, but last week was a bit heavy for some unknown reason. I also was like, because of this thing, I'm not going to be able to go to church on Sunday and all this stuff. And I got home, and then one of my friends who goes to church with me, I messaged her and I'm like, are you going to the service tonight by any chance? Because I thought you went to the morning service. And then she's like, oh no, I'm already here. And then she's like, can I come fetch you? I'm like, oh my word, thank you, angel sent from heaven. And I got to go to my church sermon. And it was actually a night one. Now, the morning ones and the evening ones are 2 different worlds. Really, they are. I've been to 2 morning sessions and now 1 evening session. And it was crazy. Like, it was so crazy. And I would never bring someone who it's their first time coming to church, they want to learn about Jesus. I would never bring them to an evening session because even for me, it was so overwhelming. Very powerful. But I would bring them to a morning session. But anyways, so the church I go to is Unite 180. And we got there and we sat down, we started singing, and now the lights. I felt like I was in a flipping club. It was crazy. That's how crazy the lights were. So yeah, anyways, so going to church afterwards, I felt way better with my anxiety and everything because I don't know, sometimes we forget, if you are a believer, it's very difficult to be a believer because you let the world get the best of you and you're like, oh, but I'm struggling with this and this, but then you never take it to Jesus and you never pray about it and you never like ask God to help you get out of that situation and things like that. And also when you're a non-believer, we also tend to not, you'll just ignore it and you're like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this, and then you'll go lie in bed
and then think about it late at night.
Yes, and then you can't sleep. I mean, like literally doing simple things to slow your mind down. Actually deal with the problem. Don't deal with like your late night anxiety. Deal with the root of the problem.
Yes.
Where does it start from, you know? So that's another thing that I was also like, oh my word, I also gotta, you know, really be like, yes, I can pray about it, but let's go, where is this starting from? What am I not, you know,
Yeah.
in line with? So yeah, I did go to church. I'm very happy. Yesterday I had a bit of a, today I also do, but today it's a lot better. Yesterday I had a very sore stomach, a lot of cramping and a bit of burning, and I felt nauseous in the morning. Today I feel a bit better, little bit. I feel like I can actually exercise today. Yesterday I felt like if I exercise, I'm actually gonna die. Like I'm going to pass out and die. So today we can try again. And yeah, you've been still exercising. She's going for it. She's hustling. Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
So I'm still on the same program. I think we're almost done with it. I hope.
Is it not 6 weeks?
I don't know.
And you guys are doing 2 programs at once. This is only week 2.
No, I think it's the end of week 2. Or we're starting week 3 today or
Yeah, so
tomorrow.
they're doing 2 programs at once, and that's why it takes a bit longer. And I've also become, sorry, I'm interrupting you now, but I've also become very, I've become strict when it comes to doing exercise and being sick and being stiff. Instead of forcing myself, now yesterday I was sick, I could have forced myself to exercise, but what does that help? You're just gonna then end up being sick for longer. So I've been a lot more strict with actually giving myself rest
Yeah.
and being like, no, I know I should not do this today, so I'm not going to. I think a lot of people aren't like that, and that's a huge problem as well. You
Yeah.
slow your progress down. Okay, continue. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
So for
We're
me,
winging it.
yeah, we're winging it. So for me, we exercise 5 times a week, and our race days is on Saturdays and Sundays, which is actually very nice because then you don't have to exercise over the weekends and you can just chill. And yeah, so this week it's still induced with, is that the right word? It's still incorporated with cardio, and if you know me, cardio is not for me. If someone ever asks me, hey, you want to come do cardio? No. Why would I want to do
Speaking of
cardio?
cardio, we need to still do our dance workouts. Like, I don't have access to it from this Friday, so we have to still do that.
Maybe we should do that on Friday or on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
We can do it with
Alec.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name. Anyways.
We'll do it with my
Oh, that would be
boyfriend.
amazing. That would be so much fun.
Yes, so he's coming over on Thursday and Friday to sleep over. And then I asked him if he wants to come do me and my mom's workout, and he was like, yes. I'm like, you're going to die.
But mind you, he trains in the gym. So I feel a lot of people are like, oh, but home workouts are easy. They are not. If the personal trainer is structured it well, then the workout can be quite intense. And I feel like a lot of people walk into the gym and they have no idea what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like they know, oh, I'm gonna do legs, but they don't know what they're doing. And then they train all the same groups of muscles where you actually shouldn't be training quads and hamstrings on the same day. You should train quads and like calves and then hamstrings and
Yeah.
glutes type of a thing, if that makes sense. Coming
Yeah.
from personal trainers, so you can whatever. I know the gym bros will be like, excuse me, I can train biceps and triceps on the same day, and I can train shoulders and back. No, girl, don't do it.
No, girl, don't do
There is
it.
an intruder in the
He
room.
didn't want to be in this episode's podcast. Guys, the brain is not working. This
podcasts.
podcast's episode.
Yes.
This episode's podcast. I mean, it makes kind of sense, but not really.
Nearly something.
But back to the topic, yeah. So he's gonna come exercise with us, and I cannot wait for his reaction and see how he feels after that workout, because I know he's going to be like
Humbled.
humbled,
Yeah.
tired, and then I don't know if you guys know this, but so this Saturday he's obviously looking after all the kids, so I'm gonna also go help look after the kids,
Oh, okay.
so that there's peace. because I've got more patience than he does. So, yeah.
Well, I'm barely here on Saturday and Sunday in any case, so.
Yeah, anyways, back to the topic of exercise. So, most of our stuff is, the one program's more like strength based, and then the other one is cardio. And yesterday we did arms. I was not there for it. It was so painful. Yeah.
Can I just say, as a trainer, now I'm a fitness trainer because I'm Pilates certified, and I'm a personal trainer. So, can I just say, I've noticed young people love to yap, complaining all the time, especially with exercise. Let's forget about normal life right now for a second. Exercise, they will complain. Where I've got clients who are literally 80 something years old, right? And they will be like, if I say jump, they say how high. Like they don't know, no complaints. Okay, some of them are a little bit spicy and they're like, no darling, I can't do that. And I'm like, girl, you can push yourself. I know you're strong, go for it. But I'm also someone who'll be like, okay, if you feel today you are a little bit tired, you don't have to go as hard. But I'm starting to be like, no, we're gonna push. If you're here, you're gonna push. You came here for a reason. We're not gonna half it, you know. Yeah. But the young people complain a lot. Let's talk about complaining while we're on the topic. So I'm a person who loved complaining. I still do sometimes. Not as much though.
It was bad.
It was bad. I would complain about literally every single thing. Every single thing. And the one day, I was in the gym with my friend. And I was also starting to get into my faith. And the one day, she's like, Yessie, but you like to complain. And I'm like, no one's ever told me that. And I'm like, okay, we need to switch it up. We can't complain anymore. It's so unnecessary. But then I also realized, like, life, you only live once, you know. Complaining is so negative, and it has such a negative effect on you and how you feel and everything. So I feel like if you are someone, and I hope you feel convicted right now on the other side of the screen, if you are a complainer like I am or was, and you want to complain about everything, ask yourself, is it going to bother me in the next 5 minutes? Is it going to bother me in the next 5 years? Do I need to be stressing out about this right now? Do I need to be letting this get the best of me right now? You only live once, so why are you letting it affect you? Like Mika complaining about exercising on a Friday. Girl, don't be like, I have to exercise. Be like, I have a body that can move and I have the ability to exercise. It's all about changing the narrative, and I feel a lot of young people struggle with that, and that's how you then end up in a depression, and we end up being stuck in those ways. So I feel like if you are someone who's complaining, you better feel convicted right now to change your ways, change your mindset. Instead of being like, I have to write an eco exam today.
I never did that.
I know you didn't. But if you are someone who's saying things like that, be like, oh no, I have parents who were able to put me in a schooling system. I am able to get an education. I am able to, because of my education, one day get a job. And, it's just like there's always something to be grateful for in something that you're complaining about. If you're like, oh my gosh, I just had a horrible poop and my butt is sore, and you want to complain about that, girl, you were able to get that nonsense out of you. You're not constipated. You had food that then allowed you to go and use the toilet, right? This, give me any, I will change the perspective for you immediately. I also just on the topic wanted to say, we have, in the link in the bio, we are going to have there's gonna be a Google form that you can fill out each time. I'm gonna make it actually anonymous, and then you can put your name there if you want to. You can give any kind of story, any kind of questions, anything that you want us to talk about. If you've got a situation that you want us to give our opinions on, please do go fill out the Google form below in the link.
Yes, literally, you can put any story or scenario. We'll like read it out loud, laugh about it, or give it advice. So literally,
Not necessarily laugh about it, because people are going to feel like, oh, they're going to laugh at me.
if someone said my dog went and pooped on my bed, I'm gonna be like, that's funny, but also I feel deeply sorry that your dog pooped on your bed and a dog was being a dog and misbehaved.
Got
but
your
yeah.
sheets dirty. You know how I would lose it? If a dog pooped on my pretty sheets, girl. Nuh-uh.
That's why we have a washing machine, girl.
No. Stop biting your fingernails.
But like I said, yes, literally put anything in there.
So, Mika, what are you reading?
I'm still reading the same book. I'm actually reading it now. It's called Love Redesigned, and the characters are their feelings for each other starting to come back. So I'm very happy about that, and I think I'm halfway in the book. And then, yeah, now that I'm on holiday, I can start reading it. I actually have so many things I want to do in this holiday. So,
I am reading, before she goes on with her whole list, I'm reading 7 Husbands of 11 Hugo. I just started reading that last week, actually. I did not finish the Icebreaker book because I just
she said she couldn't if you didn't hear.
I just couldn't take any
ASMR.
no ASMR.
ASMR. Where's your
Okay,
nails? Tap on,
what's-
tap on. ASMR. Okay, anyways.
Okay, give you a long list of things that you want to do this holiday.
Okay, so I last year got into crocheting. So I want you to sometime take me to Ruby's, and then I want to buy
Are
myself.
you going to pay for my petrol?
No.
Guys, go complain in the comments about this. I know
She said don't complain,
But
so
like-
don't complain.
Go
Don't.
fight it in the comments. You cannot want me to take you places and not pay for the petrol.
I'll give you 10 rand petrol.
I can't even buy a chocolate with that.
You can.
You can't even buy Coke with that.
Yes, you can if you go to the right store.
The shore? I can't even get to the shore.
Can you say she sells seashells by the seashore?
She sells seashells by the seashore.
What's the other one?
No, continue with your list.
How much does
Crocheting, yes.
how much does a
One, two,
woodpecker pick
crocheting.
wood?
No, I don't
Say
like
it.
this.
Say it.
How much does a woodpecker pick wood?
Nice. Anyways, so I'm going to start crocheting. Well, I've started, but I want to get more wool. And my current project is I'm crocheting gloves because it's chilly willy out here.
Why are you giggling? 17-year-olds.
And then
Really?
and then I
Keep talking, girl.
and then I also want to crochet scarves.
Calves. Can't make calves.
Scarves. Like the things you wrap around your neck.
Scarves.
Yes, that thing.
Okay.
So I want to crochet
Not
that.
baby cows.
I can make a baby cow plushie.
So then, do it.
Do you have the stuffing?
Stuffing.
You need stuffing
Take
for
it
it.
out of one of your pillows.
Oh, girl.
Use toilet paper.
What kind of plushie are you thinking of?
No.
It's not gonna be very plush, girl. But then I also want to obviously make scarves for, because my brother wants one and my boyfriend also wants one. Do you want one?
I don't really use a scarf.
So that's a no. Anyways, what do you want to do? Because you're not on holiday, so what are you doing?
I'm working. I just finished studying my Pilates course, actually. Ow.
Guys, the life of an adult.
And I'm still busy studying my second year for personal training, so I need to do that, all those assignments and work, and then work and work, more work, and work, yeah. and exercise. I don't have a boyfriend or anything, so I'm going to church and new groups. I finally have a community that I can hang out with every now and again. So
Guys, she says she doesn't have a boyfriend as if she's upset about that, but in reality, she doesn't actually care.
no, I'm vibing. Like, it's kind of also like I don't think there's time for that right now. Like, really, there isn't, because I'm gonna start a new job as well soon, hopefully. And that's gonna be then my third job, I'd like to say, and then studying, and then trying to, I love my church. I love groups on Wednesdays, hanging out with the girls. So yeah, if a man comes into my life, cool, great. If he doesn't, I'm making money at least, so we're still happy.
Yes. So,
She's completely zoned out there.
hopefully, in the next podcast, we'll either have one guest or two guests. If the second guest decides he wants to come on and doesn't be all.
If we have both, we could actually do like two different episodes. One with just Alec, and then one with
Both of
Alec
them.
and Lou.
But I feel like we don't have all the time for that girl.
No, we can do two different ones. We can literally film them one after the other, and then in the second
Yes.
one we can talk about questions that boys are too afraid to ask girls, and then questions that girls are too afraid to ask boys.
Yes,
Like
so you
specifically.
can also put those questions in on the Google Doc.
Yes, whatever you guys have got, just say it's questions for girls. Write a few questions down. We'll give it to the boys to read out loud, and then write for the girls questions for
to-
the boys,
For the boys, yes.
and then whatever you guys want to ask.
yeah, that will be very entertaining and very fun.
Yes. So, anyways, anything else you'd like to talk about?
Nothing at the top of my head, but what do you want to say? Since we're professional yappers.
How long have we been yapping for, Thomas? Does it show? Okay.
No, we can go longer, guys. I'm sorry, we're not giving you such a short episode.
Okay, so Megan, let's talk. What have you? Is there something that, if money was not a problem, what would you want to do with that money? Like, let's say at this age right now,
I would go to all the F1 races I could.
I'd probably do either that or buy a car.
Well, I mean, because I'm on online school, so I could just go anywhere in the world if I really wanted to. Or I would visit friends all around the country. Go on road trips, go on a holiday with friends.
Mm.
I mean, there's so many things, actually.
Let's talk about sorry, we're gonna be all over the place right now. Let's talk about clothing for women. I feel like this is a topic that
Are your Tootsie Rolls getting cold? My Tootsie Rolls are getting cold.
Okay, so women's clothes, if you are a woman, you'll know it's very difficult to find really nice clothes.
Yes.
So, for instance, we walked into Clothing Junction today, and on the men's side, they had these amazing tracksuit pants, really nice ones, or jogging pants.
So
They
like,
like to call them joggers as well. They had really nice ones, and I was thinking, dang. Then we go to the girls' side, and there's really
Not much.
crappy clothes, like just jeans with holes in, and then skirts, and I'm like, guys, you've got your seasons wrong. Like, hello, it's winter out there. Like, really?
Yeah, I was really tempted to buy the hoodies in the men's section because they very nice. And also, I kind of hate. This is the one thing I hate about women. I hate about being a woman is the clothing. Is like, for example, tights, normal tights. The way they design it and they cut it in the middle, so then it rides up everywhere. It's so irritating, especially like if you're exercising and you're doing like squats or something. It's very, very
But it also
irritating.
creates that you know what I'm talking about? I forgot what that it creates that, and that's so unnecessary. I mean, I've actually got tights where alongside the line the lines of the tights go like this instead of like this.
Yes.
So they make like a little what letter would this be, like an A, and then instead of a So I think it's the way that people make the clothes. We also, when we get dresses with flippin' pockets, skirts with pockets. Like that is amazing because you like as a woman you don't like we don't have pockets.
No.
Even in some of our pants, some of our jackets have got a pocket, but you can't even fit your fingers in there.
Yeah, I literally have a black jacket that I wore the other day, and then it's got like 2 zip downs, and then
My dad came in and he like zips them down and he's like, "Can I put anything in here?"
and
we're
it's
like,
literally
"No,
just a jacket
it's
that's
just a
sewed.
zip. It's just a zip there, like it's ridiculous."
It's very bad design as
Yeah.
well.
And then let's talk about women's sports bras. So sports bras are slowly becoming a thing where they sew the padding into the sports bras. Do you know how much a sports bra like that costs?
Like 400, 500 max, higher.
Higher. It's
yeah.
ridiculous. Why? I am some. Okay, I feel for the itty bitty titty committee. We need the padding, especially when it's cold and you want to only wear sports bra like exercising. Girl, the nipple's gonna be showing if you don't got the padding. So, and I get it. There's a lot of people who are like, but it's just nipples. Like boys have them too. It doesn't matter. Cool. Like great. But me personally, like it actually bothers like on my skin.
Yes.
It's quite annoying. So having the padding there is very nice. But then also the padding, if you wash it, you gotta fix it the whole time. You gotta
Yes.
take it out and then wash your sports bra, or keep it in and then gotta fix it like I said, or it comes out completely and you gotta put it back in. And it's not like they make it effective where you can just slide it in easy.
You have to, the hole's like this big, and then you have to
gotta fit
shove
this
a
padding in.
there.
So yeah, I've got a sports bra actually from Adidas,
Mm.
and on the inside of the sports bra there's a massive hole. It's about this big on the middle of the sports bra, so not at the top, not on the sides, in the middle. Then you can just quickly easily fit them in. Sharp, done. That I can handle. But when it's these tiny little holes, it's like, why? It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, they go through a lot more effort to just make a little hole instead of actually physically sewing the padding in
Yeah.
place. So
I also think, for instance, we were now talking about puffer jackets because I don't have one and I'd really like one because I'm going out a bit more now and either later at night or really early in the morning, and it's quite cold now, and I don't have a puffer jacket. But now, any puffer jacket that you get, if it's in a funky color, like a nice color, it's cropped. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm not a cropped human being. I'm not a half a human being. What's the point of that? That's not even going to keep me warm.
it doesn't even keep heat in.
And I get it. Okay, people are like, oh, but like women's jeans are high rise. And
Not everybody
I
wants
don't
to wear high
rise
rise.
jeans all the time, guys. If you're on your period, you're gonna bloat, and then you can't wear your high rise jeans, or you're gonna have to unbutton them. So having cropped jackets just for me is so stupid. Actually, it's so pointless. Why? Why do it? Why not just make a full length jacket in those colors? I don't get what's difficult about it. Like the lady at work, she was wearing a puffer jacket, beautiful blue thing, but it's like a small, and it looked like it was cropped, and I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, it's beautiful, but why? It's so silly.
On the topic of women not having amazing things or better things than men, so also like with menstrual products, that's the main thing that really, really throws me off. Is it's so expensive. You pay, it used to be like $20 or something for a pack of pads, and now it's 40 and higher than that.
Okay, but it also depends on the brand. There are pads that are that cheap.
Yeah, but then you're not getting good material either. Or it doesn't.
You don't know that.
I do. I've used them. I've used almost all the brands.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think pads should be free.
They should.
They should be free. Same as in some universities and stuff, they have condoms just lying in the bathrooms. Cool, I understand why, but the providing like women with those kind of things are, I think it's important, but other people don't. So yeah, or even having like just Because, I mean, a lot of the time we'll go places and you want to, you just suddenly get your period and like, oh, what am I now supposed to do? So you layer with toilet paper or something stupid, or you try to look for a tampon in your handbag, or and no one carries pads on them. And for someone like me who gets their period out of nowhere randomly, yeah, I should probably, but that's my own fault. But yeah, pads are very expensive. Inflation, unfortunately, the economy and everything. So, yeah. I mean, the prices of chocolates are ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even be unhealthy anymore because it's so expensive.
Yeah, the life is becoming expensive, guys.
Yeah.
You might as well just live with your parents forever. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, I had people ask me the other day, they're like, you're almost 21, are you, like, planning to move out? I'm like,
No.
why would I do that? I literally have solar at home, an aircon. I do chores, and then, yeah, like, why? And I get food for free, and my mom makes it for me. Why would I want to move out? I can make food, I can, but why would I want to if someone's already making it for me, you know? Once again, you got to choose your lifestyle. Okay, obviously, I do want to move out at some point, but I'd like to be financially stable. There's no point in you moving out and you've got a job, but you can barely afford rent and you can barely afford electricity and water and food and petrol money. Like, why? And there's so many people who do
Yeah.
that to themselves just because they want to get out. Okay, I understand not everybody's got a great home life with families and stuff. That's understandable. I get it. But I don't know. And then there's too many privileged kids out there who just take everything for granted.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Anything else?
Is there like something that we can play before we end? Is there like a little game that you've got in your head?
We can, but I don't think it's a fun game. You have to use your brain for it. Okay. So,
Do I have to do math?
technically yes,
If
but
I'm
no.
doing math, it's gonna be we ending the episode.
So
here.
basically, the game is I'm gonna say a word, okay, and then you're gonna take the end letter of that word and make a
new word.
A new word.
Okay.
But you're not allowed to use the same words.
Yes.
Okay, start.
Smart.
Wait.
Smart.
Okay.
Like smart.
Toe.
Elephant.
Train.
No nails. You don't even want to know what I had in my head.
Okay, girl. Season. Season?
Nature.
Egg.
Giraffe. And E again.
Giraffe. Eggnog.
What does that end with? A G?
I think so.
Graphics.
Solar.
Rhino.
Orange.
Estrogen.
I don't know what that ends with.
Estrogen.
Never.
Red.
Wait, I have another game. So it's the same thing. Okay, but it's not. So you're going to say a word. We're going to try and make a story with one word.
Okay. I.
No. Try again.
The.
Pig.
8. Duck.
The.
Pig. Oh, can we not do the same? Oh, we.
No, you can.
Okay, but first word that comes into your head though.
Once.
Told.
The.
Ostrich.
That.
I.
Want. eat.
Yeah.
It's just getting very morbid. The
Egg
sat
on
a
rat.
he
Is
fat.
what? In
A
bowl
lies
the
rabbit.
of
Truth. Some
people
like
to
sing
out
a
duck.
oh, Lordy Lord. Okay, you start.
Mr.
Bean
ate
a
rat.
guys, this is very concerning.
Ferrari
Goes
out
in
Ferrari goes out in
a
a
Ferrari.
no. You do it.
Once upon a time,
Why so many words? Are we not doing one word?
okay, do two.
I ate
An egg
on top
of a
museum floor.
because it
Tasted great. Mika is
beautiful and
ugly at
Daniela,
ate
a dog.
what? This is getting me now. At dawn. Daniela ate a dog at dawn.
And chocolates.
Dawn and chocolates. What? I think you're confused now, girl. The coffee.
Tasted like
Doggy doo doo. But this is taking. You must
the barista was,
gorgeous.
so she drank.
The coffee. Guys, that's not related to anything.
No, totally not. But anyways, this time I'm going to be closing out the podcast because Daniela always does it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and had a little giggle or a laugh. And we'll set up the document ASAP. And yeah, what do you have to
Please.
say?
Please like and subscribe, share if you felt that this podcast helped you or gave you, like she says, a giggle or even made you smile. Share it with someone who may need to just also smile, or anything in this podcast that maybe helped you, that you know can help somebody else. Yeah. Otherwise, have an amazing Friday further, and we'll see you
Next week.
in the next one.